Introducing to spine-tingling tales, just in time for Valentine's Day. In our latest video, prepare to be captivated by the haunted Valentine's Day card and the Valentine's Day date from hell. Join us as we explore the darker side of romance, where love intertwines with horror in unexpected ways. From mysterious cards with sinister secrets to romantic getaways turned nightmare, these stories will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready for a Valentine's Day you won't soon forget. It was Valentine's Day, and the air was filled with the scent of roses and the promise of love. Emily, a young woman living alone in a cozy apartment, felt a pang of loneliness as she watched couples stroll hand in hand down the street. But her spirits lifted when she found a mysterious Valentine's card waiting for her on her doorstep. The card was elegant, with intricate lace patterns adorning its edges, and inside, a message simply read, "To my dearest love." At first, Emily was delighted by the unexpected gesture. She assumed it was from a secret admirer, perhaps a co-worker or a friend too shy to reveal their feelings. But as the day turned to night, strange things began to happen. Objects would move when she wasn't looking. The faucets would turn on by themselves, and she would hear whispers echoing through her apartment when she was alone. At first, she dismissed these occurrences as mere coincidences, but they soon became too frequent to ignore. One night, while searching through her belongings, Emily stumbled upon an old photo album, tucked away in the back of her closet. As she flipped through its pages, she came across a faded photograph of a young couple, smiling happily at the camera. It was then that she remembered the story her grandmother used to tell her about her great-grandparents, whose love had ended in tragedy on Valentine's Day many years ago. Determined to uncover the truth behind the mysterious card, Emily delved into her family's history, uncovering long-buried secrets and forgotten betrayals. She learned that her great-grandmother had been in love with a young man who had promised her the world, only to break her heart on Valentine's Day when he ran off with another woman. Heartbroken and alone, her great-grandmother had cursed his memory, vowing that he would never find happiness in love again. As Emily pieced together the puzzle of her family's past, she realized that the Valentine's card was not a gift from a secret admirer, but a warning from beyond the grave. Her great-grandmother's spirit had reached out to her from the other side, urging her to break the cycle of betrayal and vengeance that had haunted their family for generations. Armed with this knowledge, Emily confronted the malevolent presence that had been haunting her apartment, using the power of love to banish it once and for all. As she watched the ghostly apparition fade into the darkness, Emily felt a sense of peace wash over her, knowing that she had broken free from the curse of her family's past. Sarah and Tom had been looking forward to their Valentine's Day dinner for weeks. They had rented a secluded cabin in the woods, far away from the hustle and bustle of city life, for a romantic evening alone. As they drove through the winding forest roads, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement, tinged with unease at the thought of spending the night in such a remote location. When they arrived at the cabin, they were greeted by the warm glow of candlelight and the inviting aroma of dinner cooking on the stove. Sarah felt her worries melt away as she and Tom settled in for a cozy evening by the fire, lost in each other's company. But as the night wore on and the darkness outside grew deeper, a sense of unease began to creep back into Sarah's mind. It started with a strange scratching sound coming from outside the cabin, like nails on a chalkboard. Tom assured her it was just the wind rustling through the trees, but Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. When she went to check the windows, she thought she caught a glimpse of something moving in the shadows, but it was gone before she could be sure. As they sat down to dinner, Sarah's unease turned to dread as she noticed a single red rose placed at her seat, its petals wilted and brown. Tom insisted he hadn't put it there, but Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone in the cabin. When she suggested they leave, Tom brushed off her concerns, insisting that they were safe and that she was just letting her imagination run wild. But as the night went on, Sarah's fears were realized when they heard footsteps echoing through the cabin, followed by a low, menacing laugh. Panicked, Sarah reached for her phone to call for help, but there was no signal. They were completely cut off from the outside world, at the mercy of whatever lurked in the darkness outside. As they huddled together in terror, the door burst open, revealing a masked figure standing in the doorway, its eyes gleaming with malice. With a chilling laugh, it lunged forward, plunging them into a night of terror they would never forget. Trapped in the remote cabin with no way to escape, Sarah and Tom fought for their lives against a relentless killer who seemed to take pleasure in their fear. But just when all hope seemed lost, Sarah managed to break free from the killer's grasp, grabbing a nearby fireplace poker and striking out with all her strength. With a final blow, she sent the killer stumbling backward, crashing through the cabin window and disappearing into the night. As dawn broke over the horizon, Sarah and Tom emerged from the cabin, battered but alive, their Valentine's Day date ending in a nightmare they would never forget. And as they drove away from the remote cabin in the woods, they vowed never to return, knowing that some secrets are better left undisturbed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss out on our latest investigations into the world of horror.